Hello, this is Gary007 and welcome to my channel. This is Avorion. Today's topic we're going to talk about is inventory management. So what does that entail, inventory management? So this is basically what do we do with our overflowing items that we have in an inventory, like our weapons and system upgrades. What can we do with them? There are several ways that we can deal with these items, and that's what this video is centered around. So without further ado, let's get straight into it. So the first way we can deal with our overflowing inventory is going to a scrapyard. So a scrapyard essentially allows us to dismantle our weapons and our weapons down to components that we can use later on to build other turrets of the same likeness. So if I was to scrap this particular turret here, I think it's like a fighter turret, we can select the turret and then dismantle it, and we gain some steel, pressure tubes, ammunition, servo, and we can dismantle all of our items slowly like that. What that does is it allows us, after we dismantle it, like if you were wanting to build turrets at a Torrent Factory and you were short on components, you can come to a scrapyard and you can break down your old turrets and dismantle them to get the components out of them, and then you can recycle those later on when you wanted to build your turret at your Torrent Factory. This is one method of reducing our inventory. So this is a method I don't normally use a lot of, but it's there if you needed to know about it basically. So what is our next method of dealing with this? An equipment dock. So basically, if we go to an equipment dock, we can essentially sell all of our overflowing inventory items, all of our turrets. Now these turrets we can sell. See that I've got a triple pulse cannon turret, Trinium. I could sell it for 1.5 million. That's a lot of money, you know, in the game. So you can sell all your unwanted goods as well. It's the same with a equipment dock merchant that comes around. You can sell them to those little spaceships that travel into sectors and start advertising their goods and services. So you can sell to them as well as the equipment dock here at different stations. This is another method. If you're really hard up on credits and you're struggling at the moment, you can sell your goods. So that's the second way that we can deal with our inventory. The third option, this is my option, but we're all different. I like to gamble. So this is where you would come to a research station, and you'll come across this around the edge of the barrier. You'll come across research stations, and what you do is you can put your control systems in and hope to upgrade your control systems. With all of your control systems, never sell them. Always upgrade them. Always hang on to them, always upgrade them. Sometimes you don't want to upgrade them. Later on, if you want to build stations, you might want to use some of those white components, like the low tier ones, when it comes to building supply chains and factories. But generally, most people go through the upgrade process. So each slot represents a 20% chance of an upgrade. You need to put 3 in as a minimum, that's 60%. And of course, if you put all 5 in, that's 100%. So this is one way in which you upgrade your system slots. This is the best way to do it. Never sell them, always upgrade them. Just go with that rule, unless you never ever use a particular item of an upgrade of a system slot. But as general rule, always upgrade it. It will come useful at some point in the game for you. So I'm just smashing out and doing a bit of upgrade just as a demonstration in this video. Again, it's a chance to roll a better item. It's not guaranteed unless you put all 5 items in. So this is where I do come to a research station. I play Texas Hold'em. I do like a little bit of gambling now and then on the side, so I will risk it to make the biscuit. So I'm currently trying to get a better cannon, and what I'm doing is now you want to upgrade like for like items. Like if you want to upgrade cannons, then put cannons in. Don't mix cannons with chain guards and that, because you're going to get a really mixed result. So there's a 100% chance I'll get a blue cannon turret. So that's good. I managed to get a nice upgrade there. And what I'm doing is I'm just trying to upgrade as far as possible to see what sort of DPS I can get. A research station will always give you, it has the potential to give you the biggest DPS damage upgrade compared to a Torrent Factory, because a Torrent Factory is that you can get some really good DPS turrets at a Torrent Factory, but the biggest DPS you can get are from drops, believe it or not, and through research stations. You can get some really awesome rolls. So if you don't want to risk it, you can sell and dismantle these items if you like. But I recommend you have a go at a research station and put in, see how far you can get, what sort of DPS. So this one I got a double exotic turret. So this one's not a bad one. It's not the greatest in the world, but it's an exotic turret, double cannon turret. So it's not a bad DPS item. So in a short while I've upgraded a bunch of cannons that I was not going to use, and the chance to get an exotic turret. So what is the next step then? The next step to this little process is visiting a Torrent Factory. So let's say you found the one item that you managed to roll really good at a research station. What you need to do is you can come to a Torrent Factory now, and we're going to convert that into a blueprint. So by putting our double turret cannon turret in the slot there, we're able to convert it into a blueprint. We convert this into a blueprint, and then we can mass produce this. When we've got the items to be able to build the cannon, we'll be able to mass produce this. So this is my preferred method. I always risk it, because if I'm not using it, why not try and upgrade it? Generally credits are not an issue in the game, and also items are not an issue in the game when you're trying to build turrets. There might be one component that might be an issue, but generally speaking, you generally are able to get around it and find suppliers that will supply particular items to you. So that is how we deal with inventory and our white items in Avorion. So there are three methods: the Scrapyard, research station, and equipment dock. So if you get lucky at a research station, you can then slam it as a blueprint in a Torrent Factory, and then you can mass produce that particular turret. And that turret is going to be a better DPS turret than the ones that you can make at Torrent Factories. Weigh up your odds, weigh up your choices. It's completely up to you. It's just the way I play. Some people don't like research stations. The amount of items they put in there, they don't feel like they get the reward out of it. But you only have to hit it big once, and you're on easy street then. So yeah, so that is the way we deal with inventory in Avorion. There are three different ways. No right way or wrong way, just different pathways in the game. So if you like my videos, don't forget to leave a like, leave a comment, and hit the subscribe button. That'd be really appreciated. And alright, see you out in the galaxy. Bye.